I want to start by saying I'm super happy to be here tonight. I'm glad there was no miscommunication and I didn't show up in prom attire like last year. That's rough. This staff isn't like a football team or a marching band, but I do believe we are one big family. Rob's going to call it cliche, but whatever. We may not see eye to eye. We may get annoyed with each other. We may even get upset and tear down some pieces of paper from the quote wall. But that's just what a family does. Family also works together. They know each other's strengths. They know each other's weaknesses. And most importantly, a family holds themselves accountable. I look at how well our staff has done this year with so few seniors, such short deadlines, an inexperienced editor, and frequent changes within our publication, and I'm amazed. I'm so proud of how much you guys have progressed this year. It takes special people to write 3 stories for one issue, have none of those published, and then write 2 more for the next issue with no questions. I couldn't ask for a better staff. You dealt with me when I had no idea what I was doing, and I thank you guys for it. Especially my editors, I thank you guys for being flexible with minimal complaining. I thank the reporters for taking so much time out of school to get their interviews. I thank photographers because their ability to capture the moments that the readers see before they even read a word of our stories is amazing. Just like a family, the Timberline staff is not very good at agreeing on things, turning in money on time, keeping track of some deadlines, or realizing how much Rob's actually does for us. We are great at one thing, though, and that's writing. We aren't that bad at the other things, but writing is what we do best. So we figured that this year, Rob's deserves the best possible gift that we can give to her. You're all probably tired of hearing me talk by now, so I'm going to have my best friend, Faith Jackson, come up, and we're going to read something for you guys. This gift is an editorial that Robs has no clue about right now, so she's probably giving me a weird look. But we decided that we are going to put this editorial in our last issue of the year.
All right, so every issue we do an editorial story, which is the staff's conclusion of ideas on a specific topic. So Rob, you can stop asking about the blank text box on Anna's page because here's the editorial for issue 9, hopefully. Dear Robs, Dillon shared a list of things that we have as a staff are not so good at, but I want to share a list of things that you are good at. Everything. We haven't found one thing that you aren't great at. You're a good writer, designer, photographer, advertiser, and role model. You turn in our corrected work back to us in 5% of the time it took for us to turn it into you. You're good at making sure that we learn from our mistakes, and you stay at the school until 10 p.m. the day before we go to press to correct countless mistakes on an issue, even mistakes that we shouldn't make this late in the year. You're good at filling the candy drawer when nobody else does, and you teach journalism in a way that we understand. But those are the things in your job description that you're good at, but you aren't just a teacher to us. You have a set of characteristics that set you apart from being just our advisor. You're an excellent problem solver, and you're good at loving your students. You're good at making us feel like we matter and that the work we do is appreciated. You're good at asking us about how things are going in our personal lives to make sure that we feel needed somewhere. You see our strengths, and you put us in a place where we will thrive even if we push back at first. You're good at listening and giving advice, and even taking advice from us sometimes. You're teaching us to be excellent leaders. You're good at organizing and being patient when we miss a deadline that we knew about for 6 weeks. You are so authentic and honest and full of integrity. You're also good at being very passive-aggressive, but that's besides the point. This does not make up for the countless life skills and memories that you have given us, but is the best we can do. Robs, thank you. If you weren't good at everything, we wouldn't be good at hardly anything, let alone being a finely oiled journalism machine. Sincerely, your favorite staff, Timberlines.
Story corrections after this. Story corrections after this.